Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Sunday afternoon. It is a little bit past 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that can only mean that since it's usually Kachi time, Kachi is still in Taiwan. Yeah, he won't be back until next week, but he'll be home soon, and the Sunday 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time slot will once again be occupied with his Kachi time. But for now, we're going to do another Generation stream since he's away. And since our last Generation stream on Wednesday was the Baby Zombie Rush beta creative world, working on our not-so-mini game, today we'll work in the Generation 5 survival world. And let's switch over to the display scene. There we are. Now, I still don't have my mods and resource packs, data packs loaded up yet for the 1.21.6 update. I'm waiting on a few of them. So hopefully by next time, by Wednesday's Generation stream, they'll be up to date. Reset this. I'd like to welcome in Marloon. How are you doing? Over there on the continent, across the sea. Hopefully this loads up fairly. There we go. Okay, so when last we left off, we had gotten ourselves a happy guest. Gaston! Right, and so we did this the last time. And apparently his lead seems to be holding him in there quite well. Back in the business. Nice. Hey, I did check out one of your streams. Only a little bit of it. One of your VODs. Where you were playing a horror game, but I was driving my car, so I couldn't really watch intently. I'll have to watch it a little bit more. Some more of it when I'm not driving the car. Because that's dangerous. So we have a couple of things we need to do. What I wanted to do is I wanted to work on some parking for the happy guests, for the guests. There's a tongue twister for you. In the hotel here. Now, the most obvious place to do that would seem to be up on the roof. Up on the roof. Right now, the hotel currently has 12 rooms. But I'm just not getting a good picture in my brain of how I want to do that up here. I really don't. How to make parking spaces for each room. For example, you can see each one of these modules here contains 4 rooms. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on so 4, 12. Actually, we have more than that, don't we? Let's verify. Thanks for the follow. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let me see. Is this one I want to do? No, I need to come over here. What's up with this bubble vader? Yeah, okay. If I go into here on level 1, you can see this module here. I have one here. Oh, that's right. So each module has 2. Because there are two levels of rooms anyway. So you have level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. right? And so each module would at least for the way the hotel is now would have to have parking for 2 guests, and it looks like we can do that, putting them front and back maybe. But my concern is, well, I don't know if it's a valid concern or not, but the way I have the roof set up, I have the roof set up very simply in case I need to add more levels onto the hotel. I have a feeling I'm not going to need to do that, which is a little sad. But that being the case, you know, my gassed parking up here is going to have to be very, very easy to tear down and rebuild if I decide to go up another level or so. But what I'm thinking is, at the very least, I can maybe put a fence post up here and a with a lead, and maybe I can just stake them up there for right now. Maybe I can do that. Do I have any sandstone over here? Yeah, there we go. And I'll just take the easy way out with that for now. Let me get a little water in my water bucket here. I didn't see my girlfriend for 2 months and 2 days. I see her. But nice hotel. Oh, I didn't see my girlfriend for 2 months. In 2 days, I see her. Oh, nice. My wife is over in Taiwan right now. I'm here in the United States, but my family's over there. And they come home next week. And I miss her a lot. I miss her a lot. So I can kind of feel you a bit there. All right, let's do some sleeping. My English is not the best. Yeah, but we can understand each other. I try my best, yeah. I just wish I could speak German better so I can return the favor. Your English is better than my German, so. No. Gaston. Hey. The only other language I speak is I speak a little bit of Chinese. Germany has very good food and very good beer. Yeah, indeed. Chinese, wow, nice language. Yeah, my wife is from Taiwan, so. And both of my sons speak Chinese. Hey, come back here. Okay, let's. Oh, did I not? Did I forget to take the? Okay, is the only way to mount with a snowball? Am I gonna need a snowball every time I mount? No. Sorry, dude. Sorry. There we go. Very good beer in Germany. We can drink at 16. Yeah, okay. So you're drinking it. Yeah, that's right. One of my friends from Taiwan he builds electric vehicles in Taiwan, and he has a contract with a German company. And so they make trips to Germany frequently to do business. Also Switzerland, too. And, oh, that's right. That's why I don't have any fence posts. All right, we'll do that. We'll take care of that. But yes, he makes trips to Taiwan often. And his daughter visited Germany quite some time ago. And his daughter is 18 now, but when she was there, she was also drinking because that was the 16-year age requirement there. Let's see. Let's do this. Oh, I did have the oak fence. I had it right there. Let's do that. No, I have not yet visited Germany. The closest I've been was I've been to the British Isles. I visited Scotland and England. My mother's family was originally from Scotland, so I went there in 2000. But I've not been to the continent yet. Ow, my face. Let's do this. Now, please. See, am I going to need the snowball every time I want to go for a ride here? No, see? And then I wind up hitting him. I don't want to hit him. Come on, man. So I'm still trying to get used to this happy guest. As you can see, I've got quite a bit to learn here. So I'm thinking I can park him right around here. And let's do this. Gaston! Let's do that. And we'll just put him right there for now. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be okay. And we can do this. All right. He should be fine there. Right? Yeah? One of the other places I was thinking is just staking him right off of the balconies. So let's check that out. Let me see. Kachi's on the second floor. I'm on the first floor down here. So my room in the hotel is right here. And so I'm wondering, should we just stake him right off of the back balconies here? And that way we can just mount and dismount right here. Maybe we can do that. So right about here, baby, I'm thinking, if I did this, and then we put a fence post or something right here, we could stake him here. We could do that. Let's just see what that looks like. And then, you know, hopefully he won't like lodge himself into the structure and suffocate himself or do something like that. Plus, I'm thinking it would be easier to mount and dismount as well. So, oh, Gaston. Hey, dude, right over here. Okay, that's better. Oh, I'm going to need that fence post, though. So let's get down to here. We'll hop on down. Like that. Hey, come on down. That's right. All right, now we're going to attempt to place this fence post on the side of our balcony like this. And then we'll see if we can stake him to it. We'll do that. We'll do... Okay, I don't think that's going to work like that quite the way I want it to. All right, let's do... See, I kind of wanted it here. That way I could just dismount and get right over to there. But let's try something like this. Why is it not letting me... Oh. Wait. I'm being foolish. Hold on. Let me get a little closer. There he is. No, 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 no. Get back here. Hawk. No, no, no. Gaston. Gaston, come here. Come here, laddie. Look, look, look what I have. Look what I have. That's right. Come on. Come on. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Hey, oh, no, no, no. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. No, no, come here. Come here. Oh, now he's upset. How to get him back over here? Look, I've got a snowball for you. So controlling the happy guest doesn't appear to be easy. I'm sure I'm doing it wrong. There's going to be some of you, doubtless, watching the video later, shouting at your screen, lamenting how stupid I am. Did I get him? I think I did. There we go. Like that. See, that's what I was trying to do. Like this. And so I'm thinking something to this effect. And then I could just come out to the edge like this and just jump on whenever I want. Right? Let us get ourselves a nice looking fence gate. We'll put that right here, because I don't want to leave the glass open like that. That looks jank. And I don't think I have any of those materials out here. Let's take a rundown. Sometimes I'll leave a chest out here in the open like this in the hallway. Like this. Maybe there's some goodies in here. There's some dye and some signs with some glow squid ink. This is so the guests can decorate their rooms if they'd like. But I don't think that there's anything in here. Yeah, we're gonna have to fly on over. Not a big deal. And pick ourselves up a warped fence gate. And maybe we'll use the warped fence post itself too. So as usual, I like to check out the chest monsters first, because I want to empty these things out, right? So let's get those out of there. Also, we'll load up something up there. One of the containers up there we'll load up with snowballs. Because now we have a happy guest for whom we need to care. Nothing here. All right. Well, let's check this chest monster over here before we go over to the main one. All right. See if I have anything over here that I can... Yeah, see? Warped fence right there. We've got that, and now we just need the warped fence gate. I'm sure I have one laying around, but I just want to check all of the chest monsters first, since I'm trying to clean things up here. Any warped stuff here? That should be a no. Yeah. All right. We need to do some sleeping anyway. Let's do that. Get ourselves a little something to drink here. Right. Let's head on over to this way. We'll see if we can find a warped fence case. If not, we just craft one. But I know I'm taking my sweet time doing this. This isn't the fastest way to go about this. But I'm also trying to do some inventory management while I'm at it. See, I need the warped variety of that. I'm sure I have some laying around in some of these chests. But I just want to check to be certain that I don't have any before I craft some, right? And take up another inventory slot. No, that's oak. Yeah, see, right here. Warped fence gate. There we go. That's for what I search. All right, let's do this. And let's do this. And this is cool. Let's take a look at see what this is going to look like from ground level. Already I like it. See, now I'm just not sure what this is going to be like. Kachi has the room above me. So my guess would be here. His would be there directly above mine. I don't know if they'd be getting in each other's way or not. Hopefully not. Let's see. Let's get topside. We'll put in our features here. We'll do that. Nice. Oh, I forgot. This won't link up to the glass. So we'll probably need a little bit of sandstone on either side, and that will merge these together. Right? Yeah, it'll do that. Right, let's get the sandy stone stuff. Let's go get that. That should be right downstairs here. And this is not our permanent parking solution. But it'll do for now. Wall unit. We'll do that. Now this should link both of these together, both the glass and the fence. We put one there and one there, and then we should be in business. It looks a little janky, but it's not that bad. Good. We can do this. Now, how do I... See, I'm right-clicking, but it looks like... I guess I can do that and just sort of jump on him, right? But I'm thinking I'm not doing that right. Good. I got that. I got that. And now we can maintain the color scheme. Oh, that's right. I need to do this. Yeah, and for right now, I can just do that. It's a little janky with the... you know, I would rather have some sort of parking system in here. And I'll probably come up with something like that. But I also don't want to break up the lines of the hotel the way it looks from the front here, because I really like the way that this came out. So, yeah, see, I like having this open like this. and to build something across the face of it, I might be able to do something like that, but maybe not. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do about that yet. All right. Do we have items in our inventory? Yes, we do. Well, let's do this. I will say this, however. I do really enjoy having him like right at the balcony here. So when I'm out here and I'm just moving around and stuff, and yeah, I could see him here. It's really funny. It's really funny. So I'm thinking maybe I should keep some snowballs here somewhere. Maybe I'll put them right in here for him. But if I wind up using this a lot, I'll just make an entire shulker of snowballs. And that's going to be something I'm going to have to carry around with me, make that part of my basic kit. Look at that dude. See, I don't want to make a place down here on the beach because I want to decorate the beach, and I want to put mushroom beach umbrellas there with chairs and concession stands and stuff. And so I don't want to take up that space. But I just don't, I wasn't planning on the Happy Gast. I didn't really know how to deal with this, so I wasn't really prepared when I designed the hotel initially to accommodate this kind of feature here. But I'm thinking, each guest is going to have one. So, and you know what? The roof seems to make perfect sense to park them on the roof. I just don't know how to go about it yet. I think I can make some sort of docking situation for him, but I just don't know. I just don't have anything in mind for it yet. So I think that's going to have to do for now. All right. All right. All right. See, the area in front here, I might do something here. I originally planned on having horse parking here. But who knows? Maybe I can put maybe I can make these sort of parking stalls, right? I can park one right here and right here, two for each module, right? I mean, I don't know how that would work out when I'm making another level up above. I don't know how many I would fit in here, but let's go empty out our inventory. I just went to hit my inventory sort button, and I don't have that anymore. Yeah, I don't have that data pack set up yet. Or mod. That's actually a mod. So, I think fishing rod goes in my basic kit. All right, so what to do today? Well, what we were doing originally, let's sleep while we talk. Let's talk in our sleep, shall we? Well, what we were planning on originally was to build the upper level of the Chamber of Commerce and cap off the top of that and get our villagers off the ground and up there and get a villager breeder situation going up top. So let's go topside and we'll have a look at that. And maybe while I'm building that or right after I finish that, maybe an idea for the guest parking will come into my head. Let's get some more food. Here we are. Let's do that and that. Done. Okay, let's catch the bubble vader on up. What's this one? Let's go up here to the top floor. All right, so here's the idea. Originally, when I made the Chamber of Commerce, my original plan was this, and let's get actually back into the bubble vader. Each level would feature the particular trades that you could make. Like this is the farming level. So here's all of the farmers. This is the farmer level of the Chamber of Commerce. Most folks in Minecraft call this a trade hall. Hey, calm down. Relax, guy. Right here. This is the cleric level. All right. Then the idea was to have approximately 2 levels of librarians. Here's the main librarian level. But I think I can get away with just 1. Because some of these librarians, they have multiple trades, right? And then what I was going to do was, after the librarian level, I was going to continue on up and I was going to have each trade. So I would have all of the iron trades next. I would have the armorers, the weaponsmiths, the toolsmiths, and then I would have the what do you call them? The tanner, the leather worker, the tanner, the one that does the loom, but all of the other trades, and I would have a level for each one of the trades. But I was thinking, you know what? 2 things changed my mind about that. Number 1, lag. There's already a lot of lag here at Mushroom Island Central. And just adding those, to make a total of 14 levels would add so much lag with all of those villagers here. I'm thinking, we don't really need to do that. And so there's that. And the other thing is I want to decentralize Mushroom Island Central, which seems like a contradiction. But my idea was, instead of having everything right here on the main island, let's fly around a little bit, to scatter the farms and the businesses and the structures amongst the archipelago here, right around this inland sea, right around Mushroom Island Central. Like, we can raise that up a little bit, make an island out of that. We have an island here. We could put a farm here. We could put a farm here. You can see where we made the apiary isle here. So this is where our bee farm, our honey farm is located. Right? And so instead of having everything on Mushroom Island Central, we would scatter it around. That way we can get around to the map and we can visit all of these areas. Here's where the wool farm is. That wool farm still needs to be finished off, where it looks like a proper build. right? And the isle with a bridge that leads to the Guardian Farm. And then we have the historical site where we first spawned over here. This is a preservation too. Wow, there's an Indy over there. But yeah, is he on his way over here to start some trouble? He better not be. So this is the historical preserve over here, but these islands can certainly be developed. This part of the island can be developed too. So we'll be doing that. And maybe this point of the island out here too. You can see where some of these are just below the surface of the water. We could raise those up and make islands out of those. And we have some islands over here. We can develop these islands a little bit and make some farms and stuff here. This island is beautiful. You know, if I had other people on the server, this island here would make a good base. This island would make a beautiful base here. So I don't know really what to do with that. We have these little islands here. So all of these little islands, these little islets would make really good farms. Yeah, we have another monument here. Look. So you can see where we have plenty of little islands in this archipelago. My plan is to take the iron farm from here and set it up on this group of islands right over here. And then over here is the ancient desert island ruin over here. The Ghast farm is right here that Nebula and I built. At least the collection for it is in the overworld. So we would make the ancient civilization here on this side of the river. But on this side of the river here, we can develop this. We can also put various kinds of farms and stuff here as well. Here I'm thinking of like the smelter array, especially on this peninsula because it's pretty close. So the smelter array, we'll put a super smelter here maybe. And things like a basalt farm and a mud farm and stuff like that. All of that could go over there because those things are kind of related. I talked about moving the iron farm over to this island. And also on this island, we would set up an additional trade hall, and that would have the iron trades in it, right? Because it would have the iron farm to feed it. And so that means, and this would be the portal world. Here's the Mushroom Island Wildlife Preserve, right? Mushroom Island Central Wildlife Preserve. So that means over here, Gaston over there now. The Chamber of Commerce now that means I'll finish it on this floor. I will have some sort of mixed villagers and stuff on this floor, maybe some more librarians, I don't know. But then on this floor up here will be the villager breeder. Up here. And then we will take our poor suffering villagers who have been here since the very beginning, down there in their cobblestone boxes, and we will move them up to their luxury penthouse in the sky up here. And that's the idea. So I would like to cap this off and make some sort of room up here and then move the villagers up to here. And then occasionally, if we need more villagers, should they meet their untimely demise somehow and we need to replace them, we can just breed them here, and then we'll make some sort of situation here where we can distribute them down and bring them down to the floors at which they're needed, right? And so that's the idea. That's what I would like to work on now. We got sidetracked with a couple of builds we needed to make that happen. We needed because I wanted to use a lot of copper. And so we needed the honey farm to make the honeycombs to set the copper oxidization to the different levels that we wanted. And then I got distracted building a drown farm so we could equip ourselves with plenty of copper. But come to find out, the drown farm doesn't really produce that much copper. It produces drowns like you would not believe. But with a 17% chance of dropping an ingot for each drown killed, each 100 drowns killed, that's a very, very low yield for copper ingots. And so I'm thinking, yeah, we're better off just mining copper or just gutting out, hello, Putty, just gutting out the trial chambers when we find trial chambers. It's just faster to get copper that way. And then just bring all the ore over to the super smelter and we'll just smelt all the ore. But I think I have enough copper to build that level. So that's what I'd like to start with today, is just start with some dirt, sketch out a shape. I know I want it to be roughly dome shaped. Hello, turtle. Roughly dome shaped. I want to use some glass. I want to use some tinted glass. And outside of that, though, I'm not really sure. Look, I just love this so much. Look at this. This is so cool. It just brings a little bit more life to just the static hotel, right? So, love it. I love it. So let's gather up some supplies. One of the other things I might do is off the side of the aquarium, I might come up with some sort of parking scheme for the guests. Like maybe right off the side of here. You could park them side by side. They would be sticking out the side. You could make some sort of airlock in which you could go to the airlock and then step outside the airlock, jump on your gas and fly off, right? I might think of something like that on the sides. Although I do really like the way the sides look right now. Like this. Let's get over here to the portal island. Well, I really wanted to be on top of that mushroom. Welcome on in, Shut Mountain, fellow buffoon and moderator of this stream. Hello, Shut. Yeah, I was thinking of that originally, Shut. So at the beginning of the stream, I did park them up here. And I might still go with that. I'm not certain. We have, right now, since we have 2 floors, each one of these modules would be 2 gassed. So we'd have some, and I did just stake them out right here. And so, I mean, this seems like the very obvious place to do it. And I might wind up going with that. I might wind up doing that. Right now, I have them right here. So... So we'll see what happens there. But right now, I don't really have a solid plan in place for gassed parking for guests. And so I'm going to work on sketching out the villager penthouse up here. So we can move these guys from their miserable cobblestone boxes on up to here and make a place for them. And then if we need more villagers down below in the Chamber of Commerce here, we can just breed them up here and then just distribute them down So we can do that kind of a thing. And I will quite likely just use the Bubble Vader here with boats. Which means I might open up this airlock a little bit just so I can get the boat through here. Like this. And then I can just put them in their slots with the boats. That's good enough. But we can start doing some shaping here. Alright, what we need is a big old shulker of dirt. Dirt! And I think I know where I can get some of that. Oh, we can just take the Bubble Vader down. Yay! So you should all be able to see the auto shout-out up there for the one and only, the mighty Shut Mountain. Buffoon extraordinaire. A darn fine Minecrafter in his own right. A shulker full of dirt. I think that's going to be over here. Let's have a butcher. This is close to being a shulker full of dirt. Let's make it so, shall we? Awk. I've yet to install my auto sort mod. And I keep reaching up here for that auto sort button, and it's not there, and it's driving me nuts. No, I'm not. I'm average. Being average on the Buffooncraft server is being far beyond average everywhere else. That's all I'm going to say about that, Shut. And of course, welcome in Cyclopsalops. Auto shout out there for him. 153. But it's summertime, right? You don't have school, so. Psych dropping in during the wee hours here. Do appreciate it. Let's do that. Glad to see someone's live right now. Was not Pleasant live earlier today, or was that yesterday? I was on the road a lot yesterday. I took a drive through the high desert to go visit one of my math colleagues up there. And so that's quite a hike. It's just under 2 hours to get up there. But it's a nice drive. And I don't get to see him that often now. We used to live fairly local to each other, just a couple of towns apart. But a number of years back, he moved up to the high desert, up by Edwards Air Force Base. The famous Edwards Air Force Base. In fact, if you've seen the Captain Marvel movie from Marvel with Brie Larson, there are some scenes where supposedly Project Pegasus is supposed to be the analog for Edwards Air Force Base. And when they're driving to and from Project Pegasus, they go right through my friend's town. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to dox him, but during that movie, they do go right through his town. So I was up there the other day. I went up there to see the Fantastic Four movie with him. So he likes to watch the Marvel movies. So I go up there, and then occasionally he'll come down here, and he'll watch them with the family down here when he's in town. right, let's bring this up there. And that should be good enough. Well, yesterday for me, today for you, yes. 2-hour hikes is fun. Wait, that's okay. When I say hike, I do mean drive with the car. Yeah. I would love to go hiking, I really do, but I'm the only one in my family. Like, Kachi hates to do outdoor stuff. Biggie likes it, but he doesn't really like hiking that much. He does for very short hikes. Mrs. Thunderhand hates anything outdoors like that. So I don't really get to do all the outdoor stuff I would really like. And it's too bad because there's a lot to do in California here. We have Yosemite, we have all kinds of beautiful things to see here, and I never get to see them. So I've been thinking about going to the movies, actually. I want to watch that Formula One film. I should know what that is. You know, I didn't mind the Fantastic Four movie. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I really liked the opening of it. I won't have any spoilers, but I really the opening for somebody my age, the opening was very, very nostalgic. So maybe you could do a hiking trip with a mutual streamer. I'm sure you know someone nearby. Well, that's the thing. I don't really know. Like my colleague, I'll call him MB. He's a couple years older than I am, and his health isn't really that good, so I can't really do much hiking outdoor stuff with him. My fellow co-streamer and IRL friend, PC and Coffee, though, does some hiking. And so I was thinking maybe he would want to do some of that with me. And I wouldn't mind streaming it if he wouldn't. It's just right now we're in, like, where we live, we're right on the edge of the Mojave Desert. And now is not a good time to go hiking. Although it is quite cool right now, considering it is unusually cool for our climate this time of year here in Southern California. Yeah, so we're enjoying a very mild summer, which is wonderful. But we often don't get that. It's very unusual. But it's still a little too hot here to go hiking. If I didn't do gaming stuff, I'd be a hiking influencer. I would still love to do that. But also, I have to be careful doing that now, too, because my health is not that good. With especially my right hip and my right leg all the way down. The whole right side of my body is really destroyed. So it's good to go out and do walking and get exercise and stuff, but I've got to be really careful with that. If I do too much, you know, I can get out there and not be able to get back. And that's why I don't do it alone. You know, I'm a little too old to go out alone now. So But we'll see, because I'd like to go check out Death Valley. I'd like to go to Yosemite. There's lots of beautiful places here to go to. That's what I tell myself. At least I don't get much. I don't get out much. Might as well do a safe trail while you still can. I do. Occasionally I do some very short ones around here in town. But you know, I've lived here for over 20 years now, and I still haven't seen all of the outdoor stuff here. Very, very little of it. So I do like making that drive, though, through the high desert to go out to see my friend, though. When I do that, I have two routes that I could take. I'm central and right on the southern foothills of the San Bernardino mountain range, and he is directly north on the backside of on the top side of the range in the high desert up above. So the mountains run right between us. So I can either go west out to Pasadena, out to the coast, up and around, and then north to get to him, or I can go east and then go through the gap of 15 there and go up through the high desert and see him. So lately I've been going east because it's a much more scenic ride. It's, you know, the western route Yeah, it's not cool. The eastern route is really nice. I can honestly say I've completed one bucket list item. Seem across the Delaware River, right where George Washington crossed. Cool. Swam. Oh, swam. Okay. You two are separated like Rohan and Gondor. Oh, that's good. Yeah, very much so like that. Yeah. We're right on opposite sides of that, the San Bernardino mountain range. All right, what I'm thinking of is you know what? Let's just find the center of this. I think I may have. Did I build this on the evens? Good Lord, don't tell Nova, but I built this on the evens. All right. Now these column features. Yeah, let's fly next door and let's have a look. All right, so the obvious feature is to put some sort of framing here and here, or some sort of central area like I did all the way down. And then two features here on either side of the bubble vaders. And then we fill in here. So we can put an arch here, 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 and here like that. So we can start with that. I have to replenish our rockets here quite soon. So let's get a shape here. In fact, let me see. Speaking of, I want to start drawing on my own Lord of the Rings map. I have too many summer bucket list items. To be young. What are you building right now? I'm building the top floor to finish off the Chamber of Commerce. Right now, the trade hall, and I'm going to move our friends up from their miserable little cobblestone retention centers up to their beautiful penthouse suite in the sky here. So this will basically be a villager breeder up here. Just in case I need some villagers down here. Should they meet some sort of untimely demise, we can replenish them from up here. And so that's the plan. All right, I'm going to take a short 3-minute break. I will run some ads, and I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. I should be in standing mode right now. There we are. All right, let's log back on. And let's see here. So what I'm thinking of is we will let's get down here. Let's take a look at the theme now. The theme I originally had was the jungle wood floor right down the middle here, and then I had the stone bricks on either side. So I'm going to go install a jungle wood floor up above, and just to level it off. And then we'll add features as we go. Let me see, we're down this end. That means ripping up this stuff, but where is that? Here are the logs. We've got some planks right here. And Syke says that that's going to be a heck of an upgrade. Yeah, from that to this, I think our friends have suffered long enough. All right, so yeah, I don't know. I forget why I put fence posts here. But I'm wondering if I should make this where you see the brick. I wonder if I should make this the floor, or should I build the floor on top of that? Let's take a look. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the bubble vase is on the other side. Let's look at this from above. Because the floor normally looks like this, right? So let's get up here. Yeah, so the floor is finished off like this. But, yeah, okay, so that is part of the ceiling. So we should build the floor on the layer above that. Okay. So I'm thinking, yeah, we do that. And I think for right now, I'm just going to just lay it all out in jungle wood like this. Now, undoubtedly, we're going to have some spawning. So we'll just have to torch it for right now. Torch spam. Until we work something out. We'll get some, when we decide on the kind of lighting that we want. I tell you though, when you make that trip up to the high desert out here in California, you always run into the crazy desert people up there. It's hilarious. I wonder if we're far above the zombies now, our consumer protection agents, where we can sleep up here, can we? Yes! Nice! Finally! We're out of their range of influence now. So now we can sleep up here. Great. That means the villagers can sleep up here too, and that will help with the breeding when that time comes, should we need to do that. But I was saying, yeah, crazy desert people. Always fun stuff. The last time I made that trip, for example, the last time I made that trip, or I should say the time before, I'm tearing across the desert. There's the freeway, 138. I'm on 138. I'm heading west. It's probably right around noontime, so sun's directly overhead. Nothing but sand and rocks and cactuses and Joshua trees as far as you can see right out to the horizon, right? You can see the mountain range on my left. The blue sky, the sun, that's it. There's nothing out there. There's nothing. So when I come to Pear Blossom Road, there's a crossroads. Like you're driving along through the empty desert, and then out of nowhere there's a crossroads, right? Again, you look down either side, there's nothing there. But at the crossroads, in the middle of nowhere, under one of those portable canopies, is sitting this dude with his ice cream cart. So now it's a common sight here in California, especially in the town and estate parks, right? They'll go there and they'll sell ice cream to the kids there, right? This guy is in the middle of the high desert. Now, there's nothing there. There are no structures. There are no signs. There's no civilization at all. He is at this crossroads in the middle of nowhere. There's no vehicle. The ice cream cart that he has is like the little refrigeration push cart kind of deal. Excuse me. Now, I was burning across the desert here to make time to meet my friend so we could see the movie. So I didn't stop and talk to him. But I was so tempted to. Like, how did you get here? What are you doing out here? Right? I was fascinated by this guy. I'm like, why here? Now, you may think, oh, well, because people are going through the desert and they'll stop to get some ice cream. No, there's nobody there. Like, there's no cars in front of me. There's no cars behind me. There's nobody there. As far out as you can see in the horizon, there's no one there. And this dude's just out there with his ice cream cart. It's like, who are you? How did you get here? I don't think I've ever been to a desert. I'll add it to my bucket list. Bless you, thank you. I don't think he was selling ice cream. Yeah, probably not. I'm wondering if he was a hallucination. A mirage. But, as I already said, if I wasn't under the time crunch to meet my friend, I definitely would have stopped in just to see what was going on with this guy. How did you get here? Like, there's no vehicle, right? Like, you think he would have a pickup truck or something, right? And he'd have the ice cream car, or the truck itself would be the ice cream truck, right? And no, it's just him in the push cart. He had one of those folding chairs, and he was sitting down next to the push cart, and he had the portable canopy, and he's just chilling out there, man. And I'm driving like this. I'm like, what the? Every time I go out in the desert, it's just like that movie, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It's just the weirdest stuff out there, man. Every time. And it's completely lawless out there, too. There's no law enforcement or anything out there. Like, my friend's town doesn't have their own fire department. They don't have law enforcement. So every now and then, the local sheriff or the county sheriff's department will take shifts and patrol their area. They'll go out and patrol their area. But where his town is, no, there's no law enforcement out there. You're on your own out there. Our beautiful junglewood floor. Am I out? No. Please just let me select it, hands. Please. Must have been his personal supply while he was cloud watching. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's said ice cream. Ice cream man. Low-key, my town as well. To date, I've only ever seen one police camera set up temporarily. I frequently made the trip across the Mojave. That's in the other direction. So when you're on the southern foothills of that San Bernardino range where I live, you go west through Pasadena and all those more famous cities to the coast and up and around. That's west. If you go east, you go out to the 15 freeway and travel north up the 15 through the Gap. If you can... It veers off to the east. If you stay on there, it crosses the Mojave and goes out to Las Vegas. If you go west, it goes out near Edwards Air Force Base and where my friend's town is out there and stuff. And so I've made that trip out to Vegas many times. Most recently, a few years back, when Buffoon alumni, Greener Canuck was there on a... attending a convention out there, and so I drove out there to go see him. But we've made that trip out there to Vegas many times. Less so nowadays, though. When Mrs. Thunderhand and I first moved out here, we frequently went to Las Vegas. But now, very rarely do we go out there nowadays. I only go out there when my friends are visiting out there, usually on conventions. Their companies or organizations will send them out here on a convention, and so I'll come out. I'll make the trip out there to go see them. It takes about 3 hours to cross the desert out there to Vegas, and then I'll stay there for the weekend. All right, so we have our floor in place here, and I'm thinking what I was trying to do. I'll tell you what. Let's do, just for now. I know I'm going to wind up moving these and moving them again and moving them again and again and again. But let's just bite the bullet and just set them down here for now. And we'll just do this, this, and this. There we go. Let's replenish our rockets while we're at it. To redstone rockets right here. Rocket supply. We're going to be doing this a lot. But you know what I'm thinking also? I can just pitch a pearl next door to do observation. Maybe I can just reach it right there. There we go. All right, so it looks like I was doing this kind of decoration here. Oh, wait. I didn't want to do that. Hands, please. Please. Well, let's go up and sleep anyway for right now. Here we go. Hello, Gaston. So last stream from the Generation Survival server, we got ourselves a happy guest. And we parked him right there for now. Let's do the sleeping thing. Oh, the happy gas is so cute, yeah. He's a lot of fun. I'm still trying to figure out, how to make sure he doesn't die, because they are very fragile. So, but this is my system for right now. Have I ever been to Arizona? Yes. On one of our trips to Las Vegas, we drove over through Arizona out to Lake Mead to cross Hoover Dam. We saw the Grand Canyon. We did all of that and then made the round trip back to Vegas. So I have been to Arizona. Outside of that, though, no. As excruciatingly hot as Southern California is, Arizona is so much worse. Oh my God. Yeah, Nevada and Arizona are just insane. Okay, yeah, I can observe from right here. All right, so I think what I was going to do is where I have these basalt columns, I think I was going to continue. I was going to start installing some oxidized copper right there in between these features. And I was going to, on the upper level here, use copper features for that and still go with the tinted glass in between and maybe continue with the diorite. We'll see. And I may put some basalt features in there, but I don't think so. I think I want to finish off the basalt here and then carry on with the copper up top. So that was my original plan. And we'll have the copper in various stages of oxidization. Or oxidation is what I'm trying to say. Oxidation. I should bust out some pearls because I'm going to be doing this quite frequently. Let's resupply ourselves. And let's just pull out a couple of those like that. There we go. That's good enough. All right. So yeah, I was thinking of copper features up here. Again, let's just make sure I know what I want to do here. Do I want to go with stairs there, or do I want to go with columns? Because I know I want these to be arches. And so maybe I'll go with copper arches. Like here and here, for example. And I know I have these lantern features in here, but I may wind up taking those out. And I may wind up putting copper bulbs there. Yeah, I may wind up doing that instead. Yeah, let's start doing some of that stuff. For example, I want to take these out. And I'm thinking the copper features to stay consistent with the features of the building. Yeah, I think I want one right about here. And so we'll sketch them out with dirt first and just kind of get them in place like that. And maybe something like this. Here and here. Like that. I was thinking something right about here. And then similarly over here. This is good. If I lay down the bed, let's see if this is a thunderstorm through which I can sleep. No, it is not, Ock. All right, so I'm thinking of some copper column features like that. And then for these little pieces here, I don't know, maybe some copper pieces there. I'm not sure. It makes me wish I had some basalt steps. But I don't think we have that. I don't think you can make steps out of basalt. But I can come up with something that's close, though. But I may wind up just doing copper, too. We'll see. Let's get some of this in place here. Let's start placing our first block, shall we? Because let's see, waxed. Do I have any of the honeycombs? No, I do not, and we are definitely going to need that. So let's go over to the apiary aisle, and we'll get some of the honeycombs. We don't need a lot. Maybe we'll just fill up this bottom slot here, this bottom row. And that'll give us enough to set the oxidation the way that we want it. You're thinking, oh no, all the way over to the apiary aisle? It's right here. Yes, we have Elytra on Generation 5, and so, yeah, it's just right here. Ow, my face. And so, we can do that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that should be plenty. And off and away! Can I make it there with a single level 3 rocket? Look at Gaston there. Yeah, certainly. One mighty leap. There we go. Elytra landings are the real reason Minecraft characters have that flat face. Yeah. All right, let's put this here. And what I'm thinking of is let's get, do we have any of just the unwaxed variety? No, we don't. So I'm thinking something like this. And then I can just right click and then set it to the level that I want it. Right, like this. And then I can come over to here. We'll keep that one as it is. Good. All right, let's make certain that I got all of these good. Got that one. Got that one good. Right. Right. And right. Okay, I like that. Let's see. What do I want to do? It's these spaces, these gaps in between these that I'm uncertain about. I mean, I could put... Oh, you know what I could put there is the chisel stone blocks, I think. And just set them in one. That might look pretty cool there. That might look pretty cool. And I'm thinking I should bring probably a stack of those up with me. Yeah, see, this stuff right here. I'm missing my inventory management mod. I'm really missing that. I don't think I have any over here, so I think I'm good. Oh yeah, I saw a theory that suggested elytras are more efficient when you rocket upwards than and then glide back down. Oh yeah, if you do an arc, if you get the altitude and then just glide down off of there, yes. And welcome in a Waylander Tone. Let me see, Tone. There should be... no shout out. No auto shout out. Underscore. Oh, it's... that's right. I haven't had to type in a shout out in so long. There we go. It's this. That's right. That's how that works. Like that. So you can see the auto shout out up there for a fellow streamer and a Buffoon alumni, Waylander Tone, from the community server, Waylander Tone. How's it going, Tone? And Cyclops says, gonna head off now. It's getting a little late or early, right? Depending on how you look at it. Have a great stream. It was nice checking it. Psych, it's always good to see you, man. Always good. Get yourself some rest. Tone, welcome in. Right, so we checked for the chisel stone over there. Let's make sure that let's see if we have any over here that we can clean out. Up in the best day. How are you and the family? I am doing excellent, thanks. I've gotten back from Taiwan a couple of... I'm my second week back, and I really struggled with the jet lag this time, but I'm getting there. I'm getting the family is still over there. They won't be back until next week. It gives me a little time to fix things around the house and, you know, and do some projects while they're not around. But sorry to hear you're not having the best of days. I hope you can camp out here with us a little bit and chill. And enjoy a little peace of mind anyway. Kick back for the evening. Right now, I'm looking for some chiseled stone bullets. Or is it just chiseled stone blocks? A bit. I think I have some of these, though, laying about somewhere. And I could just craft them, but I always want to make sure that I clear out the chest. I know it takes a little longer to build, because, yeah, I've got to get on this sorting system at some point. But, that being said, if I can eliminate any of them that I have in any of these chest monsters here, that's all the better. Help clean things up. Hands, please. There we go. Yeah, I'm cooking a little pizza. Nice. I haven't decided what I'm going to have for dinner yet. But it's going to be soon. Right after this stream. All right, looks like we're going to have to craft something up, which isn't a big deal. I just have to remember how to do it. I don't think there's any in any of these. Does that go like this? And I think I need that. And then I think I need to do that, right? Yes, that's how it's done. And you know what? Well, I don't know. Let's grab some more. I'm thinking we should get at least a stack. We should have some stone down at this end, if I remember correctly. That's all cobble. Really, am I just going to have to run down here? Because, I mean, I don't mind, but... Yeah, here we go. Let's just do this. San. Like that. I will just bring this up with us. Ugh, I got a partial stack. How annoying. Grr. What the heck is wrong with me? Yeah, here we go. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to do that. And you know what? We could craft this. In fact, we can craft all of this right in our personal crafting space. Just like that. And, no, wait. We do need to make the slabs over here at the crafting bench, I remember. Yes, sun, like that. Pow. And we can go like this, we can go like this, we can do that. And this should be plenty for our needs. I don't know, let's just make one more. There, that's enough. And let's just drop this stuff off, and then we'll head back up. Watch a little MC. I think we're good. Yeah, that should be fine. So last stream, for those of you just joining us, we did set ourselves up with a happy guest, Gaston! And he's been a lot of fun. All right, so what I'm thinking in regards to this is just capping things off thusly. Let's do that. We'll leave that intact. Here, and here. Okay, no gaps. Gaps. No gaps. Gaps. Okay, good. Okay, we're fine. We're good, Thunder. Just relax. Relax, guy. I think it's something like that. That should do it, right? Do I have enough to get back? Yes, I do. That did not work out well. Here we go. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's good enough. I do like that. Okay, so now I'm thinking on making some copper arches across there. So let's do that. We'll sketch them out in dirt first. How am I doing for time? I have 14 minutes left of the stream. Whoa, I almost overshot that. Let's bring the floor across to the other side and let's mimic that over there. We'll do a little sleeping first. Mimic, mirror. Mirror is what I meant to say. All right, we can do that. We shall do this next. Thinking that. Let me think here. We'll do this one. Well, let's get rid of these. And we did decide to do this. We'll adjust the levels of oxidation momentarily, like this. All right, these two I'm going to leave fully oxidized. Make sure we give them a little wax. These should already be waxed. Yes. We'll do a like that. We'll wax that. And then these two, sun, like that. Then order this one here. Sun, like so. Okay, that's good. We need a little bit of jungle wood. Jungle wood planks, jungle wood planks. We have plenty of jungle wood, or oud, as Mrs. Thunderhand would say. All right, I like it. Let's extend that over to there. That over to there. All that looks good. Already this looks so much more comfortable just putting in the floor. All right, let's see what we have here. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14、15、16、17。17, huh? Let's double check. Yes, we're good. So we have 17 across. And I'm thinking I'm going to go elliptical with this. So let's do 17. And then now, how high do I want this to be? I don't want this to feel too cramped in here. So I think 1. Okay, we're good there. I mean, I want it to look elliptical, but um, if it's eccentricity is a pretty low value, which means it's more circular and less elliptical, less oval shaped, that's okay. Thinking this might work. So I'm on the plots ellipse generator on the other display right now. Let's show that. Yeah, right here. So I use this sometimes when I'm plotting out circles. It's fast and it's easy and it's nice. That's not what I want to do. And this is what I want to do. Yeah, I'm thinking right there, because I'm going to take half of this. And so let's use this one as a sketch. So that would be 1, 2, 3. The next one would be 1, 2, like this. And then we would have 1. You know what? We may be able to get over here like this. 1 and 1 like that. And then we're going to need 2 across horizontally like this. And then like that. I think the rest of this we can get from the ground. Now this may look very, very big, but you know, as we put the details in between it and stuff like that, it's going to look a lot smaller. Like that. Yeah, you know, I thought I'd be able to reach down from there, but maybe not. Like that. 1 like that. And then 1, 2 like that. Okay, that should be it. That's what we need. So I'm thinking something like that. Look, there's a putty up here already. Really? Good Lord. Okay, so I'm thinking a couple of shapes like this. And I'm thinking this central one will be pretty big. And then maybe we'll drop these down by 1 block each. So we'll stagger them and make these not quite as high. So this middle section is very high. Yeah, please, hands, please. Like that. I should just crawl up here and just do it like this. It's easier. 1, 2 like that. 1. 1 like that. 1. Oh, wait. Over. And then up. E. like this. And we just build it up from the other side. Let's take out this trash here. Taking out the trash. Let's do that. Is it built on the evens? I think it actually is. Yes, it is because of the double doors in the front. That's right. Okay. All right, so I'm thinking something like that. If I come over to here now, this. Please. I see you down there. Just waiting to start some trouble. I should put you in a boat. A boat! That's what I should do. Get 4 of you in there, and then maybe there will be less spawns. All right, so I'm thinking 2 arches like that. Now I'm thinking these next arches should be smaller. Like this arch here should be shorter than that one. So I'm thinking of trying that. I think I have some moderation that needs to be done here. Yes. Bye-bye. Okay. And we'll do the sleeping thing. We'll put in some other arches. And then in the center here, I may do a dome. I'm not sure, a smaller dome. We'll see. Thinking maybe that. This would then, from here, go up like 1, 2. This would go up 1. This would go up 1 like that. Fuck. That should be enough to get us... Oh, please, with the hands. To get us through to the end of the stream, like that. Got this. I mean, that's okay. Yeah, this might be all right. So I'm thinking we have this middle arch is a little bit higher, but 1 block higher might not be enough for us to notice a significant difference. Let's try it out. Maybe like that. And then, uh-oh, something's gone awry. Oh, okay. This one's going to be a little different. Okay, well, that might actually be kind of cool. Because this one's moved in one block than that one is. Yeah, I like it. All right, so let me think. Yeah, this one would be a little more like this, I think. Where it might do 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. And then this would do 1 like this. This would do 1, 2 across like that. And then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. I think it would be like that. I think I also want to bring it down height-wise, though. Yeah, because they're the same height, and I don't want that. All right, so let me see. Let's do... maybe like that. So let's try this. Two like that. One like that. And then this comes out like that. So we can get rid of these two. And then we can go like this. Then we'll come across like that. And we'll climb up there. We'll get rid of that. It looks a little janky with that. Let's fix that. Good. Let's grab those like that. Let's tear this down. What am I doing for time? Wow, I am past the end of the stream right now. So fixated have I become on this. Okay, yeah, that's good. This one's a little bit lower than that one. All right, let's pop over and let's have a look from across the way, shall we? Yeah, see, I like how this slopes down now. It's going to be challenging to come up with a cool figure for that, but I think I can do it. But I think this is going to do it for this stream for today. Oh, you know what? I've had viewers, please. Don't let me do this. I've been on the other display the entire time. Yeah, sorry. So I've been sketching in those arches behind me and to my right, your left, sketching them in with dirt and getting those. So I'm thinking of making those arches copper, and then I'll have some sort of glass features in between. I'm not really sure. And then I may put some sort of dome or spire on top of the middle section. We'll see what happens there. But that will do it for today's stream. We're a little bit over. Let's see to whom we can raid out. If any of our friends are online at the moment. And our good friend Kumakwa is looking kind of lonely out there on his stream. He's not lonely at all. He has more viewers than I do right now, so let's drop by and we'll pay him a visit. Alrighty then. Close this out. There we go, our stream ending music. Let's set up our raid. There is a raid message in the chat. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us along on our raid. Out to our good friend Kumakwa. Family-friendly viewers, just be reminded that Kumakwa's stream is intended for mature audiences. And there's a little bit of language and stuff in here, but he's a super, super cool guy. We have a lot of shared community, so chances are you'll see somebody in there that you know. But family-friendly viewers, I just want to give you the heads up there. Let's set up the raid itself. And the raid is counting down for Kumakwa, the old Potu, the magnificent and mediocrely fantastic streamer himself. Just remember that normally this is our Kachi Time stream. We usually do this stream from, let's switch over to the cam scene so I can log off. Normally we do the stream from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Kachi is in Taiwan right now, so I've hijacked it and used this time slot for another Generation stream. Our next stream will be Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Generations. We'll be back in the Baby Zombie Rush Creative Beta World. And Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that will be Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. And then Kachi should be back from Taiwan at that point. And next week should be a proper Kachi Time stream featuring my son of Thunderhand himself, returned from Taiwan. Okay, with that said, let us raid out to Kumakwa now. Thank you so much for showing up, everybody, and bye for now.